Hello and happy Monday! We are back with another cleaning video today. My house is a mess again, per usual. So let's clean it together. This cleaning session was a little bit more stressful than my usual ones. We were having guests over in a couple hours, so I wanted to make sure that we cleaned the entire apartment. So not only did we have a time crunch, but I also had Bennett with me today. Usually when I'm making my cleaning videos, Bennett is asleep, taking a nap, or he's hanging out with my husband. But today my husband was still at work, so it was Bennett and I cleaning the house together. He was finishing up Moana when I first started cleaning, so I was able to get a little bit of cleaning done before he decided to join me. So I'm doing as much as I possibly can while he's still doing that. So first I'm just wiping down the coffee and toaster area. There were especially more crumbs than normal today. And of course, after about 2 minutes of cleaning, I decided that I deserved a little bit of extra coffee this morning, so I poured myself some coffee, took a couple sips, and got back to cleaning. After going through the kitchen and picking up all of the dishes that were around and putting them by the sink, I realized that I needed to unload my dishwasher. Two of my very least favorite cleaning tasks would be unloading the dishwasher and unloading the dryer. I guess I just really hate putting things away. Just like with the dryer, sometimes I let it sit for a little bit, but today I had more dishes to do and I really wanted to fill the dishwasher back up to avoid hand washing any dishes, so I had to get this unloaded. I think part of the reason I hate unloading the dishwasher is because they are very, very full. I will not run a dishwasher unless every single space is packed. That is mostly because I hate wasting water, and I also think the dishwasher pods are so expensive. And I finished just in time. Moana is over and Bennett is ready to help me clean. My number one hack to getting anything done with a toddler is to try to get them involved as much as possible. Bennett is at a great age, he's a year and a half, where he just really wants to be involved. He has no idea that I'm doing dishes or that I'm cleaning, he just thinks I'm playing with water. So if I really want to get dishes done while I'm also watching Bennett, one of my favorite things to do is pull up a chair right next to me and then I'll let him hold the nozzle. And then he just sprays water in all of the dishes while I'm washing them. It can actually be slightly helpful. I'm not going to lie, at least twice he will usually take the nozzle out of the sink and water will get everywhere, but usually it's pretty worth it for me. After we finished the dishes together, he went and played in his room for a little bit while I cleaned off the island. The island wasn't too bad today, just starting with taking everything off of the island so that I can wipe everything down. I did do some cooking earlier, so there was a lot of crumbs on the island, so instead of just wiping it off, I used my little vacuum just because I had it handy. And now that it's all clear, let's wipe it all down. These drawers never pick up on camera, but they are always a mess. There was like pancake batter on all of them from when I made pancakes this morning, and Bennett got his hands into the bowl and he touched everything. That is just life with a toddler. We needed to use my printer last night, so we had it out on the island. We don't have anywhere to put it regularly, so we just keep it in a box and then pull it out when we need it. Bennett is back and ready to clean with me, so I got his little broom so that we could sweep together. It's important to remember that when you're cleaning with a toddler that they are going to make things take a lot longer. It's a little hard to pick up in this video, but he was 100% putting the crumbs everywhere else that I did not want them to go. But again, I think it's important to remember that toddlers don't see cleaning as cleaning, he fully just thinks I'm playing. So it's really, really nice to have him involved and I can still get the things done that I want to get done. So I swept as much as I could, given that he was kind of making a mess as I was trying to clean it, and then I used my little vacuum to clean up anything else that I missed. Then I'm just taking my Swiffer and wiping down underneath the table. I really need to deep clean the entire floors, but I didn't have a ton of time, so I was just doing the basics. Bennett really, really loves the Swiffer. He's like on and off holding it throughout this entire video. He thinks it's a toy. This cleaning session is what I would call a surface level clean, so this is the kind of cleaning that you do when you just find out last minute that guests are coming over. And you basically just need the house to look presentable. You're not really deep cleaning anything. So let's move on to my living room. Bennett is playing in his little corner with all of his toys while I'm just picking everything up. This rug has been catching so many crumbs lately. It is just awful. I honestly hate walking on it with bare feet. And you already know if you've been here for a while, I absolutely hate this vacuum. It's a really tiny, like $20 vacuum from Amazon. I've had it for years. I'm just too cheap to buy the really nice vacuums. I'm like waiting for them to go on sale. I am gonna get one of these days. Every time I use this vacuum, I am reminded why I hate it so much and how little it actually works. I loved watching this back and catching Bennett mimicking me with his little bopper. So there I was just using my little handheld vacuum to clean up the big pieces that the bigger vacuum couldn't get. And away this big vacuum goes into the closet until I want to get angry again and use it. Here is a totally honest mom hack for you. So like I said, we had guests coming over in a few hours, but honestly, a lot of these cushions had little Bennett stains on them that I did not have time to take care of. The cushions just wouldn't have dried in time, so instead of cleaning them, I flipped them over. Now let's move on to bathroom number 1. This is the bathroom that's connected to our master bedroom. We do have a bathroom that's in the hallway that guests usually would use, but I just wanted to make sure this was at least picked up. It was really overdue for a cleaning anyway. I don't know why, but Bennett has so much fun playing in the cabinet underneath the bathroom. It just has like towels and toilet paper and stuff like that, but he loves playing in there, so that's mainly where he hung out while I was cleaning. Cleaning the bathrooms are a little bit hard to get him involved, but as you'll see later, Bennett thinks that when I'm cleaning the toilet, it is also a game. He just sees water and thinks it's fun. So again, I'm really just trying to do a surface level clean here, not going too in depth. So I just took everything off of the counter and wiped it all down with a multi-purpose spray, and then I'm using some Windex to wipe down the mirrors. Because I was in such a rush, I didn't do my normal paper towel and squeegee method on the mirrors, but they still turned out looking pretty good. Moving on to the toilet. So first thing I do when I'm usually cleaning the toilet is I have these Clorox wipes that I use just to wipe down all of the surfaces. So I'll just use a few different ones to wipe down the outside and then the inside. You could also use a magic eraser for this. I just have a lot of these Clorox wipes that my mom got me. I usually don't buy them on my own, so I was just going through them. And then I use my toilet bowl cleaner that I got from Whole Foods. I like the lemon scented one. I let it sit for a little bit, and then I'm using my toilet brush scrubber to scrub the inside of the toilet bowl, and there's Bennett. I had to wrestle with Bennett a little bit to get him away from there. Now he's playing in his room so that I can clean the glass sliders on our shower. I really need to do a better clean of these. It doesn't pick up really well on camera, but they have a lot of water stains on them, so I'm really hoping to do that soon. There was really no reason to deep clean my whole shower today. Again, I was just cleaning because we were having guests over, but I did at least want to scrub everything down and clean off this ledge. It really just made it look so much better. Not that I'm worried about our guests looking in our shower. And while I was cleaning, I just filled up my cotton ball container on the counter. Last step is a quick Swiffer, and then we're done. And all of that took like less than 10 minutes, and it looks so much better. Now we're going to do a very similar clean in our guest bathroom. This one is in the hallway. It's actually a little bit bigger than our main bathroom. And if you couldn't tell by all the toys on the floor, this is usually the bathroom that we bathe Bennett in, so lots of bath toys laying around. So first I'm just going to start by putting those away. We like to keep them in the bathroom, so I'm just putting them in that drawer there. Then I'm using some multi-purpose spray and just giving the sink a quick wipe down. Moving on to the countertops, I'm using a cloth rag with some multi-purpose spray and just wiping everything down. And same process on the toilet in this bathroom, just wiping everything down, and then I'm going to go in and clean the insides. And it took Bennett approximately 2 minutes to figure out what I was doing. He heard the water sloshing and came in and wanted to help. But we had to put it away because it was time to go to lunch. It is now after lunch, we can get back to cleaning. I'm in a different outfit now, and I'm just going to start with doing some laundry. So of course I already had an existing wash that had finished in the washer, so I moved that up to the dryer, and then I'm filling up the washer. So I had a laundry basket going with all of our laundry that needed to be done, and then I just went around the house and picked up whatever else I could find to throw in there. I have the same mindset with washing clothes as I do with washing dishes in the dishwasher. I really like to make sure that each load is very full so that I'm using as little Tide Pods as possible. And of course there's Bennett being oh so helpful with the Swiffer. Now let's move on to our playroom. I actually really like cleaning this room when Bennett is here because he can just kind of play in the room while I'm cleaning. Yes, of course, this does take a little bit of extra time, but I really like the company. So I'm just going to start with putting everything in his boxes as usual. I also did make a little pile of things that I need to either throw away or take to Goodwill. Bennett just has so many toys, and I realize it every time I clean this room, so I really just like to get rid of things here and there when I can. This is actually a great example of why things just take longer when I'm cleaning with Bennett. As you can see, I just put a bunch of things into his little arts and crafts box, and here he is behind me taking everything out as I'm putting it back in. But again, it's really important for me to be able to get things done when I want to get them done, so even if things take longer, I'm just thankful that I'm able to clean with him. After a few minutes of cleaning, I was putting together his name puzzle and he came over and wanted to help me, so I was guiding him through it. I definitely take a lot of play breaks when I'm cleaning with Bennett, but I love every second. After a few minutes of playing with this puzzle, he got bored, and so I was able to continue cleaning. This room is actually my favorite room to clean because even though it always looks like a mess, it actually cleans up really easy thanks to the cube organizers that I have and all the different baskets. While we were cleaning this room, the fire alarm started going off, which freaks Bennett out, so I held him for a little bit and waited till they went off. After about 15 minutes of fire alarms, something I really hate about living in an apartment is that the fire alarms go off. So they went off for about 15 minutes and then we were able to finish cleaning this room. I had my iPad on the couch playing some music for Bennett while the fire alarms were going off, so he was able to keep watching that while I finished cleaning his room. This entire cleaning session probably took me about an hour and a half, and I did most of it with Bennett, but it feels so good to get it done. If this video gave you some cleaning motivation, make sure to subscribe. I post new videos every Monday.